Swollen ankles. Ugh, right? They're common, they're frustrating, and they can be really uncomfortable. But what if I told you that you could find some real relief with just a few simple movements you can do right from your own home? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down some super effective exercises and lifestyle tips to help you get back on your feet comfortably. Let's get into it. So, here's our game plan. First, we'll get a handle on the problem and its causes. Then, we'll jump right into the exercises that can help, followed by some easy lifestyle tips. And we'll wrap it all up with a really crucial look at safety. It's a nice, clear path from understanding to action. Okay, so first things first, what exactly are we dealing with when we talk about swollen ankles? It's really important to see this as more than just a small annoyance. It's a medical condition that can have a real impact on your day-to-day life. Now, it has a fancy medical name, edema, but at its core, what's happening is pretty straightforward. Extra fluid is getting trapped in your body's tissues. And the reason it almost always shows up in the ankles? Well, that's just good old gravity, pulling that fluid down to the lowest point. And this is absolutely key. We can't just write off edema as a bit of discomfort. That heavy, waterlogged feeling makes it harder to move around, and that directly increases the risk of falls, which is a huge concern, especially for older adults. It's a quality of life issue for sure, and that's why we need to take it seriously. So, if we want to find the right solution, we've got to understand the root of the problem. Why does this fluid decide to build up and just kind of hang out in our ankles? Well, it turns out there are a few main reasons. Get this, a whopping 70% of cases are tied to something called chronic venous insufficiency. That's a mouthful, but all it means is that the veins in the legs are having a tough time pumping blood back up to the heart, against gravity. When that system gets a little sluggish, fluid can start to pool down in the ankles. But it's not always about the veins. Other things can play a part too. It could be related to underlying heart, kidney, or liver conditions, or even be a side effect from certain medications. And yep, lifestyle matters. Not moving around enough, not getting enough protein, or even just the natural changes in circulation as we age can all contribute to that swelling. All right, now for the part you've probably been waiting for, the solutions. We're going to walk through some simple, really gentle exercises that are designed to get that stagnant fluid moving again. But before we start, here are the 3 golden rules. These are non-negotiable. First, move slowly and with intention. Second, remember to breathe deeply. And third, and this is the most important one, never ever push through sharp pain. Our goal here is relief, not injury. Okay, our first exercise is probably the most important one, and one of the most effective. It's called the ankle pump, and it directly targets the exact area we want to help. And as you can see, it couldn't be simpler. Just lie down, pop your feet up on a pillow for support, then gently point your toes up toward your head, and then point them down, away from you. See, it's that simple back and forth motion that acts like a little pump to move that fluid. Try to do about 30 of these a few times throughout the day. All right, for our next exercise, we've got butt squeezes. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What on earth do my glutes have to do with my ankles? Well, it turns out quite a lot. It's all about getting the circulation going in your entire leg. This one's fantastic because you can do it pretty much anywhere. Sitting in a chair, lying down. All you do is squeeze those butt muscles tightly. Hold it for a couple of seconds, remember to breathe, and then release. 10 of these a few times a day can really help with overall leg circulation. And our third core exercise is the single knee to chest. This is another super gentle movement that helps get things flowing through the whole lower body. So just lie on your back, slowly bring one knee up toward your chest, hold it gently, and then return it. Then do the other leg. This little move engages those bigger muscles in your leg and hip, which gives that upward push of fluid even more of a boost. So here's the powerful idea behind why these simple little moves work so well. I want you to think of your calf muscles as a second heart, just for your legs. Every single time you flex your ankle or squeeze your leg muscles, you're squeezing those veins. That action literally pumps fluid and blood upward, fighting back against gravity's pull. Pretty cool, right? Exercise is an amazing tool, but it's even more powerful when you support it with some smart, simple daily habits. So let's look at a few lifestyle adjustments you can make. A few small tweaks can make a world of difference. Elevating your legs whenever you're resting. That uses gravity to your advantage for once. And staying hydrated, which might sound weird, I know, actually tells your body it's okay to let go of stored fluid. And of course, just moving more in general, thinking about compression socks, and eating magnesium-rich foods, it all helps your body find its balance. Now, let's talk about a big one, salt. This chart makes it crystal clear. A diet high in salt basically tells your body to hold on to water, which, you guessed it, increases swelling. But on the flip side, cutting back on salt helps your body release all that excess water. It's a simple change in the kitchen that can have a huge impact on your ankles. Okay, we've covered a lot of great solutions, but we have to end with what is, without a doubt, the most critical piece of advice. This isn't just a friendly suggestion, it's an absolutely essential first step for your health and your safety. So, here it is. Before you start any new exercises, you have to talk to a doctor. Swelling can be a symptom of a more serious underlying condition, like a heart or kidney issue. If that's the case, pushing fluid around your body could actually put extra stress on those organs. Getting a doctor's okay isn't just a formality. It ensures that what you're doing is helping, not harming. And please, please pay very close attention to this warning. If the swelling is only in one leg or one ankle, not both, it could be a sign of a deep vein thrombosis, which is a blood clot. This is a medical emergency, and you need to get it checked out right away. Okay, let's quickly recap the big points. Swelling, or edema, is common, but you can absolutely manage it. Simple exercises work by firing up that second heart in your legs. Lifestyle changes like cutting back on salt give you extra support. And, I can't say it enough, a doctor's approval is always your first and most important step. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. After everything we've talked about, what's one small, manageable step you can take today? Maybe it's just trying 10 ankle pumps while you're watching TV tonight, or maybe it's picking up the phone to make that doctor's appointment. The goal is to just take that first step, to move from feeling concerned to feeling confident and in control. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.